The other day I was at a powersports dealership and some good old boy bought a Grizzly just like this one, and I went out and I was talking to him and helping him load it up. First thing he did when he got it on the trailer is he comes up front here, he grabs his winch cable, he pulls it out, he brings it back up, hooks it back to itself, and he's getting ready to cinch it down. Now first of all, this is a brand new winch. When you do that and you do cinch this down, you're pulling that top layer of wire rope down through all the existing layers of wire rope, and you're gonna kink every single one of them, and you're gonna ruin this wire rope before you even get it out on the trail. Second of all, he brought the hook around and wrapped it to itself, so now when he does cinch it down, he's gonna kink his wire rope down here. Now it's gonna constantly always have that kink in it, and he's never gonna get that out. So immediately he would have ruined his wire rope. And then the third thing is, this winch is not designed as a tie down. You cannot use your winch to strap your ATV or side-by-side down. I've covered this many, many times, as well as you can't use this as a tow strap. We're gonna do a little flashback here, and we're gonna go back to whenever I met with my buddy Nick Adamy at Warren Industries, to talk about this very thing. So we're gonna see what the pros have to say about it.
The whole issue with using it as a tow strap or using it as a tie down is the shock load that puts on the drivetrain. So if you can imagine, you put your ATV on there and you cinch it down with the winch. As you're going down the road, your suspension continues to move. And so as you hit loads, it puts that shock load on it. And what it really does is it can put a shock load on the drivetrain of up to 5 times of the normal capacity of the winch. And our winches are not designed for those kind of shock loads. They're designed for a progressive load. So this drivetrain, which is out of a 4500, can absolutely handle that load, but it's got to be progressively put on there as you're pulling. It's not designed to handle a shock load. So if you use it as a tow strap, you're putting a shock load on that. So if you can imagine, this is where the drum goes on. You've got your motor over here, you've got a drive shaft right here. What happens is that as that shock load is going on here, it's basically being transferred all the way back to what we call the first stage. So you have your first stage, your second stage, and your third stage. The first stage is where the drive shaft comes through and you've got a sun gear right here. This is what drives the first stage. The first stage drives the second stage drives the third stage. This is where a lot of the winch load is. So we designed the third stage to handle all that load when you're winching. The problem is that when you put that shock load on it, you're putting it through the first stage. So look at how much smaller the first stage is. The first stage isn't designed to handle that load. It's just there to transfer the power here. So what usually happens is this little sun gear right here will come apart. Once that comes apart, it gets into the drivetrain. But we've also seen it happen here, and we've also seen it happen to the gear housing. And it's all because you're putting that load on
Jerking it, yeah, shocking it.
That's like a torsional load on that, and it will blow them apart. So that's why we don't recommend it. You and I have both seen vehicles come off trailers because the winch let go because the gear train blew apart.
A few other things to keep in mind whenever you're loading your ATV or side-by-side for transport: load distribution. That's very important. You want to make sure you don't have too much tongue weight and not too much tail weight. So that way your vehicle drives perfect going down the road. Put your vehicle in park if you have park. If you don't have park, put it in gear and pull the emergency brake. And also don't forget to pull your key, because when you're going down the road, the wind will blow your key right out and you won't have a key when you get there to go ride. And last but not least, you want to make sure you use a ratchet strap that's rated for the load that you're going to be hauling. We use the Smart Straps brand. We've used these forever. They do a great job. If you want to see a lot of different ways that I have to strap down your ATV or side-by-side, be sure and check out this video on the screen right now.